Hey everyone, I'm Coach Wolverine.
Coach Colonna.
And this is another conversation over drinks. And today we have Raven with us, who is an osteopath, right? Right title?
Yep.
All right. And she's going to show us the importance of actually taking care of ourselves, not just, Google doctoring ourselves. And Kyle's got a lovely, relatable story to share.
Short version, I basically got hurt playing hockey in December and didn't even ask for help until January 20 something. So it was about a month of me trying to figure it out on my own. Didn't necessarily make anything worse, but the waiting has caused other issues that could have been corrected by just asking for help, because it's obviously outside of my realm. It's an impact injury that goes beyond just a gym thing or a workout thing. And it definitely needed to be addressed. So, and in doing so, we've uncovered in one session a bunch of other issues that we're hoping to work on, which allows me to move it over to, like, I called Dylan immediately and was like, hey man, like, I'm kind of broken, but this is really cool. So
before we actually start any of that stuff, though, it's a question that I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, and I know I'll feel it too, is why did you not just go and get help initially?
I mean, outside of just being the dude thing, the ego thing, I always try and fix it on my own because I don't feel like it's that big of a deal, right? I can still wake up and do my day to day, unless I'm broken or bleeding. I don't really need any help, which obviously is not that.
Rub some dirt on it.
So, but it's just goes the same for any other problems we have. Like, I know we've had a lot of really good conversations about relationship stuff and all that other stuff that we would have never had regularly had we not just been like, hey man, I realize you need a minute. Right? I just need that. So now starting to build that into everything. It's I'm really big at having these people in my network. So the more people I have that have these knowledge bases and stuff, even if I can fire off a text and be like, hey, this is what I felt, this is what it feels like, do I need to go in? If I would have had someone,
am I gonna die?
Yeah. If I would have had that direct thing, I know we've sent some messages back and forth and stuff since the session, and if I would have had that access right away, I would have been able to be like, okay, cool, I need to get in before it's been a week, and now it's been coming up on 8. So
it's important to actually take care of ourselves,
and to do it
physically and mentally,
timely manner. Yeah, it's all these concepts that we talk about. They carry over from one to the next. It's not like just go get help with physical stuff, just go get help with mental stuff. It's everything in wellness is that's as we talk about. It's all encompassing, and that's another cool thing. Why I thought the kind of bringing up some light on the osteopath thing and everything and how they work with the body as a unit, which we're going to learn a little bit more about here shortly, why it's so cool and why we wanted to shed some light on that today.
Absolutely.
First off, osteopaths, like Kyle said, they assess the body as a whole. In doing that, someone may come in with a shoulder issue and I may not even treat the shoulder. I may go to the pelvis or something else that could be causing that imbalance. Osteopaths work with 5 main modalities. So for instance, first, osteoarticulations is the first thing. We would assess the body, look for any imbalances, pelvis all the way up, and then we would do soft tissue corrections to bring the bone back into place. So chiropractors can tend to be more invasive and do the snap, crack, pop, where I would take the muscle and manipulate it and do a muscle energy technique against resistance to put the bone back into place. We also do myofascial manipulation. So fascia connects everything throughout the whole entire body. It's like that silver skin on a steak, say. And that can create a lot of tension. So as you begin to release that fascia and all the tension off the muscle, then it can begin to relax and move properly. The tighter that fascia is, it can cause more friction, and with friction comes pain. My favorite part about osteo is visceral manipulation, so the movement of the organs. The function of the organs actually affect the whole entire structure of the body. I had a client one time and he couldn't lift his arm above here, or he couldn't sleep on his right arm. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try something different. So I did a liver manipulation, and sure enough, his arm, he could lift it. He had restored blood flow to that arm, and he had no idea, but it was just compressed over time from sitting for such a long time. I do cranial sacral as well too. So cerebral spinal fluid goes from the brain to the sacrum. If there's any imbalances, say in your pelvis or your lower lumbar spine, or say a rhizome, it's going to restrict that cerebral spinal fluid going to the skull, which can cause brain fog, headaches, migraines, and even jaw tension from the hips being out. And that right there shows that we assess the body as a whole. And then lastly, we do lymphatic drainage. So the lymph runs with the blood. So if there's restricted blood flow or restricted nerves, there's also going to be restricted lymph. So that's when you'll get that swelling or that inflammatory response.
Before, when it was just you and I sitting here chatting, you made a comment about one of your clients. So the health of the body and all of the release that you do, how does it also affect one's mental health?
So you're talking about the emotional side of things?
Yes. So like what emotions get released, or how when we were discussing how trauma gets stored in the body, and then you come in and are able to help release that.
So going back to the viscera with the client that we were talking about, I instantly went to her kidneys. She was very high energy when she walked into the room. I could tell there was something going on. She instantly said, I feel like I'm just holding on to stress. I feel heavy. So I went to the kidneys because that's where the adrenal glands are and where stress is held mostly. And so when I went to her kidneys, she just kept looking around and looking up at the sky and like trying to like avoid me. And I was like, what's going on? What are you feeling? And she's like, I feel the need to just cry. And I was like, just do it. I'm here. And I held onto her kidneys, and like that, she was just like a waterworks. And like, it was almost like she just like had a sense of release, and like the weight had been lifted off her shoulders. And most people will come in and be like, oh, I carry my stress in my shoulders or in my pelvis or somewhere else. But it's actually carried throughout the whole entire body through the fascia. And so that's why I do mostly fascial release. And once that's released, a lot of tension will release. So emotion also affects the physical imbalances in the body.
You heard it here, folks. From a professional, that it gets stored in the body. That's why it's important to take care of ourselves.
And this is why we do the things we do. Like, I won't take on a client that isn't willing to do some journaling practices, right? And start really working on the positivity of it all, because we have to start bringing that mind, body, spirit type mentality.
How I assess the clients is I'll have the client standing, facing just comfortably, relaxed, and just do a soft palpation. So for instance, the first thing we go to is the sacrum. It may be hard to see or tell, but I compare where the SI joints are here, and you could tell that this thumb is a lot lower than this one, and you can see where the sacrum may be out. Also, if you look closely, you can tell my left thumb is more inward compared to my right thumb. So that's what we would call a deep sulcus. And then I would check the height of his iliums, which you can tell here. His right side is also very high too. So with that, I can tell this hip is rotating more forward, which is the hip that he actually had most of the issue on, right?
Yeah.
We can also tell here this shoulder is a lot more higher than this shoulder. If I get you to just look straight ahead, how I tell if the neck's out, I can compare with the ears to see that his cervical spine is restricting on this side as well. So there's tension here, and his left hip is also have a lot of imbalances going on there. So now to correct that imbalance, I'll have you lay face down for me with your feet off the end this way.
Face down this way.
Yep. Feet come down here, scoot down, scoot down, scoot down. So I could also do the assessment while he's laying down. Same thing, I can look for where those SI joints are. Palpating the SI joints, I'll open up his legs to get the SI joints open. Look again, I'll have him turn his head to the right. That will even out where the SI joints are. And then I'll just lightly relax your glutes. And have him take a big deep breath in. That'll expand the spine. And then on the exhale, I'll lightly push that sacrum back up into place. And it's a very soft, light manipulation through the fascia. And another big deep breath in. And then I'll have you flip onto your right side, face me this way. So like I said, that right hip was high on you, so I'll have you come forward, knees together, ankles together. I'm just going to bring his legs off of the table and push them down. I'll have you take a big deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to push up towards the ceiling into my hands. And relax. Okay, another big deep breath in. And relax. So then I would go into working that hip flexor by first fascially releasing these quads, which this side is extremely tight, or working my hamstrings as well too. So yeah, there we go. SI joints right in here. The dimples in the back, I guess it would be. Even. Hips, even. And those are 2 like quick corrections.
Right, because it's such a cool concept, and we've worked with the body a ton. Dill in powerlifting community, Nathan has been in the fighting community, and me in the athletic community and stuff, right? And so there's applications for that in all of these. So it really kind of brings that to light. And I know like I'm gonna have some athletes and stuff that I've gone through to have a chat with at some point. So
I find most of my clientele find me as the last resort. They'll go to their physio, or they'll get referred from their doctor to physio or massage, and they'll be, how didn't I come to you first? Or I didn't know about osteo, or especially when I was going to school, everyone's just like, what is osteo? Like, we knew what RMT was or massage, but nobody actually understood what an osteopath is and how different of a treatment it is.
Totally. So why do you think you are that last choice? Is it just because people are unaware of this, like the industry itself, or do you have any other idea around that?
I think it's just because there isn't very many in like the Western side of things. Like here, everybody seems to just go straight to Western medicine and doctors and prescriptions and stuff like that. I'll tell a client, give me 3 chances. In 3 chances, if you don't see 50% improvement, I'm going to move you on to someone else that could fix that. Chances are in the first or second treatment, you'll notice those results instantly.
Essentially,
And then
risk-free, you're guaranteed.
Yeah, but if you come to me 3 times and nothing resolves, I'm not just going to keep trying. I'm going to find somebody that will actually help you. Or look into, are you actually doing your homework? Are you actually doing your stretches? Are you trying to actually help yourself? Because are you coming to me to fix you? Or are you actually going to put in your work too? It's a team.
Oh, man,
Which is
that not sound familiar.
results being dictated by your efforts. Never heard of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not only is it on a physical, but it's also on an emotional and a spiritual. And it's like
And that's
the
what we
whole kit and
we
caboodle.
talked about that all the time, right? Your efforts are always being dictated by your results, not someone else's. So,
Yeah.
But in order to get the best results from yourself, in order to get the best efforts, you need to ask for help from your network. And that's the whole reason we're kind of doing this, and why I get to be like guinea pig today, because I'm in a bit of pain that I probably could have avoided.
Love the ego.
Yeah.
I can fix this. I can figure it out.
We are working on that as well.
I am man. Do man things.
But yeah, I think that's awesome, right? It gives us a little bit of insight into what's up. It gives everybody else, hopefully, that sees this, that next time they got anything going on, or maybe they're like, hey, they just want to cry. Maybe they want to.
Well, I work at Black Rock Therapies, located in Gasoline Alley. There's, like I said, there's 6 osteopaths there. There's a lot of massage therapists there as well too. Yeah, we're pretty much the only premium. We call ourselves premium massage therapist and manual osteopathic clinic in Red Deer.
If it hurts, ask someone that can help, or go get it checked out, right? And the more information you have when it comes to solving any problems, the better it's going to be. And there's going to be that urge to hit the YouTube, hit the Google. Just don't do that. But go find someone that can help you today, and then yes, you'll be given the tools to help yourself moving forward. And if it happens again, you know where to go.
Absolutely. YouTube is a great tool to find out information, of course, but the experts and asking the people that have actually gone through the steps and actually done it hands-on, it's always best. Otherwise,
So,
you just end up hurting yourselves
Go
potentially.
to YouTube, search your conversation over drinks, and start there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Please like, share, subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. But on that note, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.
Woo.